Hello, my name's Joanne James and welcome to another tutorial from the Crafty Owl. Today I'm going to show you how to make another project using the Scalloped Tag Topper Punch from Stampin Up. I've made lots of other videos using this punch, and if you'd like to check them out, please see my YouTube channel. Today we're going to make this cute little box. I used mine for an Easter egg treat. It's a window box, and both the outer flaps are cut with the Scalloped Tag Topper Punch, and then if you just look inside there you can see the interior flaps also are cut using the same punch and are fastened with a candy dot brad closure. So let me show you how I made this box. The first thing that you need to do is take your Stampin' Up scoreboard, like so, and you need to take a piece of cardstock that measures 7 inches by 8.5 inches. That's 16.5 centimetres by 21 centimetres. And putting this piece of cardstock into your scoreboard with the long side across the top, you need to score at 1/2 inch, 2.5 inches, 4.5 inches and 6.5 inches. Then you need to rotate this piece of card clockwise, like so, and you need to score again at 2 inches and 4.5 inches. The next thing that you need to do is actually punch an oval out of this section here using the extra large oval punch, and then you need to cut away the highlighted areas using your paper snips. So here, 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 these little notches here and here to enable it to fold more easily, and also cut along the dotted lines because each of these will form the flaps for the top of your box. So once you've done that, you can fold all of these score lines and burnish them with your bone folder. So let me show you one that I've already cut to size. So taking each of the sections at the top here, which have been cut to different heights, you need to fold each section out of the way and then punch the remainder using the Scalloped Tag Topper Punch. Okay, so if I just show you what I mean, you need to fold all of the remaining ones out of the way and feed this one into the punch. And just bear in mind that although the piece that you're cutting fits between the grooves, for the shorter flaps, so that's the one that I've got here and this flap here, you will need to move over the guides. So I suggest you turn it over so you can see at the back and make sure you're central to your punch, and then you just need to make sure that your cardstock is at the back of the punch every time before you punch, and then punch like so and just gently remove. And there you've got your flap, and then do the same with the next one. So again, keeping them all the other ones out of the way, and in actual fact this one you can just feed in straight until you feel it at the back, punch it and remove. And then again, the shorter flaps, you just need to, this shorter one, you just need to feed it over the top because the rest of the box, ever so gently, is going to need to fold. So you need to give it a little bit of a wiggle, but then you can just see there, once you've got it in place and you're sure that your cardstock's at the back, you can just punch. And then lastly, you just need to fold that other one out of the way and take your last flap here, push it into the back of the punch and punch, and then remove. And so you're left with something that looks like that, with 4 scalloped punch tops of different heights, too short and too long, and then the remaining pieces cut out. So the next thing that you then need to do is you need to cut a small window of acetate, taking your square, or actually your rectangle of acetate that measures 2.5 inches by 2 inches or 5 centimetres by 6.5 centimetres. You need to simply stick this to the reverse of your box, and as you can see here, I've already stuck this one on. You just need to put some double-sided sticky strip into the corners and adhere your acetate sheet. And once you've done that, you need to attach sticky strip to the box as shown. So along this flap here, along these three flaps at the bottom, these three sides of this flap, top and bottom of this flap, and then on all four sides of this flap. And then when you come to stick it together, you need to fold it as such. So you need to fold in the bottom piece, and you need to stick A and B together. So that's these two pieces here. So we need to stick these two sections first. So if I just remove the tape, it's a little bit fiddly. There we go. So you need to just make sure they're lining up nice and square and adhere those two together. And then you simply attach each of the remaining pieces to each other. So take the pieces off the base there and fold in the next one like so. And take the tape off that one. And then as you fold to close, you just fold that side around like so, making sure that's nice and square, and then fold your base down. And there you go, you have the basics of your box. So the next thing you need to do is pop your egg inside. So here's my egg to go in my box. You might find it helpful to just stick a glue dot to the bottom, because it just keeps your egg in place and keeps it nice and upright when you pop it into the box like so. And then you need to just make your closure. So the next thing you need to do is take a candy dot and a brad base, and essentially just attach the candy dot to the brad base and just tuck that into one of the holes made by the punch. And when you look at it on the reverse, if you just bend the pins back quite tightly, you can basically hold that in place, and that will form almost a sort of a button closure. So it's a little bit of a fiddle, but you can ever so carefully just slide that under the remaining flap like so, and there you go. That will hold that closed. And then you just need to put the two bits together, thread it with some ribbon. So I've used some chevron ribbon and a little piece of taffeta ribbon just to kind of add a little bit of colour. And you just thread those two through the holes in the top of your box like so. And then lastly, you just need to make a tag to decorate your box, and then you can tie that on. So I actually made my tags using the extra spectacular stamp set. I used the Happy Easter stamp, and I just coloured that with my marker pens. I coloured it in Daffodil Delight, Pear Pizzazz and Melon Mambo. Simply coloured onto the tag, pop the tag into my Scalloped Tag Topper Punch. That's a mouthful, isn't it? And punched like so to create my tag. I added some of the lovely yellow check Gingham Garden washi tape to the bottom, and then simply used some gold baker's twine to attach my tag to my box. I just threaded my tag with the twine and then used the twine to, I just tied it around the ribbon that we've already threaded through, and then that holds the whole thing closed. There we go. And there you have it. One Easter box with tag. I hope you really enjoyed this project. Come back next time for more crafty fun from the Crafty Owl. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.